Hi guys, welcome back to the second episode of Makeup and Chat. My name is Jaleesa Ayoka. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that at some point in this video, you do decide to subscribe and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you do not miss any uploads from me. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back. So in today's episode, we are going to be doing two things. We're going to do some makeup and we're going to chat. And today's makeup is by Elf. So I received an Influenster box. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the video with the new-ish Elf Camo concealers. And then for the chat today, we're going to be talking about some red flags for when guys approach you or are trying to talk to you or trying to get your number, whatever the case may be. We're going to talk about a little bit of what I consider red flags in my personal opinion, and I definitely want you guys to share your red flags below. So if you're interested to see how I accomplish this makeup look and what my red flags are for guys approaching me, just keep on watching.
You are 100% of ungranulated grade A betel sugar.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I haven't been on camera in so long. This feels so weird, but in a good way. So like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking a little bit about my makeup. I'm trying some new products today from Elf. They're not that new anymore, but they're new to me because I've never used them. So I got this box from Influenster, and pretty much if you don't, can you see me? Okay. If you don't know what Influencer is, it is a website or an app where you can go on and review all of your favorite makeup products and look at other people's reviews of products. Just pretty much all types of different products, beauty products, sports products. It's just really a product review app. And what happens is, if you're someone like me who does make YouTube videos, who does post stuff on social media, you can link your social media handles, and once you start reviewing different products that you like or dislike, you can earn a box is what they call it. And what it does, this is not a sponsored video, by the way, just putting that out there. I'm just explaining how this works. So they send you a box. I didn't even know I was getting this box until it showed up in the mail. And it's of a new product. So when this was sent to me, which was so long ago, it was the new Elf Camo concealers. So they sent me two shades. These shades definitely can only work as highlighters for me. And then it has like a little pamphlet of the different shades it has and all that stuff. So I'm going to be using these today in my makeup look. Yeah, so like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about some red flags, like some things when you see like a guy approaches you, or you know, whoever you're into approaches you, that you're saying like, these are signs of other things in their personality that maybe does not mesh with you. So I'm going to give you some red flags that I think I have, and what I want to do is I want you guys to comment down below some things that you look for when you first meet a guy. So like when you guys first meet, maybe you're hanging out with mutual friends, or if you're out somewhere and a guy approaches you and stuff like that. So I'm going to get into that. And we're going to talk about makeup because this is makeup and chat, okay? So I'm going to use the concealers for everything that I use concealers for that are lighter than my skin tone. So that is cleaning up my eyebrows, highlighting, and stuff like that. So first I'm going to do my eyebrows. And to do my eyebrows, I'm going to be using actually another Elf product that I always use, which is their brow pencil in deep brown. So the first thing on my list, because I made a list of stuff, is I'm going to read what I put. If he calls you over to him, he has no interest in pursuing you. He wants you to chase him. So that means, so when a guy is interested in you, if they yell for you across the room, like, hey, yo, girl in the red shirt, hey, yo, girl, and describing you based on what you're wearing, like if you're going to walk over to him, it's a no. It's a no for me, dog. Like, I can't. Like, I can't. I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels like I'm being called like a dog being called by their master. I just don't like it. So if a guy does that to me, I'm not into it. It's kind of like the whole catcalling thing where people just don't like catcalling, and I completely understand that. It's not that I dislike catcalling, but it doesn't bother me as much as like people physically approaching you in an aggressive manner. If you want to yell from across the street aggressively, that's on your time, boo. Do you? But I don't mind. It's not like the worst thing. When you approach me hella aggressive, it's a no for me, bro. Like I said, I'm from Barbados. You guys know that. I am from Barbados. I was born in Barbados, but I left there when I was super young, so didn't experience that. But when I do go home, like, that's just normal. Men just yell at you, really. And sometimes they're not yelling. Sometimes they just say, they're not yelling. Sometimes they just see you pass and they say something regarding your look or what you're wearing or something like that. So maybe to me, it's easy to just ignore it because that's just normal. Which I think maybe is what is unhealthy. That people yelling at you or saying stuff to you is normal. But I don't, like I said, I don't see it as bad as some people will see it, like where they will call it like sexual harassment. For me, harassment crosses the line when like you physically touch me or you get in my personal space. If you saying stuff from across the street, I can see how that's harassing, but I'm just going to ignore you. So you're going to be harassing me, but I'm not going to be responding. So you're going to look like a dumbass, like you're talking to yourself. So they gave me 2 shades. I have, let me open this. I have Tan Latte, which looks super light. Like, this gotta go to my mom because this is not happening for me. And I have Tan Latte and Deep Olive. I really do like the packaging. It's like hard plastic, or maybe it's glass. No, it might be hard plastic, but it's very heavy, so it feels like quality. This is a good size concealer. The concealer I use right now is by ColourPop. So this is the ColourPop concealer, and then this is their concealer. This doesn't have the ounces. Oh, this is 0.203 fluid ounces, and the ColourPop one is 0.14 ounces. So it's substantially more. So I'm going to swatch it. This is my ColourPop concealer. I use this one as a highlight, and this is dark 42. So I'm going to swatch that next to it just to see if you guys can get in a comparison. So, ColourPop, dark 42, Tan Latte, and Tan Olive. Out of these 2, obviously I'm going to try to use Tan Olive, but in all honesty, they're too light for me. And the Tan Olive is just, it's a little bit, it's like maybe a shade too light to be my highlighting shade. And it is, what is it called? And it's a little bit too olive. I'm a more of a warm, I don't know. It's a little bit too olivey. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't think it's going to be my perfect shade, but I'm still going to use a concealer because I want to see how they perform. So if I like them, I'll just go get it in my correct shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on a flat brush, and I'm going to clean up my brows. I would say the consistency, it is definitely a thick concealer. It's like, it's not runny, which is good. I don't really like my concealers runny. It's also definitely high in coverage. Like I said, it's a little thick, so it does give you a lot of coverage. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the other eyebrow. It dries down very matte, actually. The other side is pretty much dried down. And it dries down very matte. And now I'm going to blend it out. Because using that brush, my concealer tends to look a little streaky. So I just like to go over it with a brush that's more for blending. And I just blend it down. Okay, so my next one is if he grabs you inappropriately. So like if you touch your butt, your boobs, your like anything that's just like your hips and stuff like that, that just feels like if someone you're in a relationship should be touching and not just some stranger that just approached you. Anything like that where he's just very touchy. Like very touchy, it's just to me that just makes me think that like what you're looking for is just to hit it. So if you're looking for somebody to just hit it, then that may be a green flag. But if you're looking for someone to actually, build like some kind of relationship with, that might be a red flag. Because you in your mind thinking like, oh, he's cute, whatever. And, oh, this, yeah. And then you find out that he just really wanted to hit it. So, yeah. So that could be a red flag, depending on what you're looking for. So if you're out here looking for a little boo, that might be a red flag. If you're looking for just a little booty call, it might be a green flag. So, take it how you want to take it. So today, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the same e.l.f. concealer. So I'm just going to put extra on my eyelids. So today, I'm feeling very colorful. I want to make today's look kind of go with the whole hot girl summer theme. So I'm going to be using some oranges and some yellows today. I think I want to do like orange in the crease, fade into some yellow on the lid. Pray for your girl, because colors, like I'm okay with eyeshadow, but I'm not that good. So first I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place palette and the Nubian palette. I know they low cancer right now, but this is my shit, so, and I already paid for it, so I'm gonna finish it. So I'm gonna go in with the orange color on there, and I'm gonna put the color I'm using right here on the screen, just so it makes it a lot easier than showing it. So I'm just gonna blend it in like a little bit of the transition area, really. That's where we're blending it. Just to start us out, get us on our way. Like I said, I'm going to go in with the orange. I'm trying to decide if I should go directly in with the orange or I should use another color first. I'm looking for a different blending. Oh, this is the blending brush I want to use. So what I'm going to go in with the orange color. Like I said, I'm going to have the color I'm using right here. So I'm going to dab into it and I'm going to press it in that area in hopes that it shows up better. And then once I get it placed, then I'll blend it out. I feel like this is the best thing to do, especially on dark skin with eyeshadows. I think it's best to just place it, push it in, and then blend it out. And then I'm going to take the brush that I was just using and I'm going to blend out the edges. Just so that there's not a harsh line. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this red color that's in this palette and I kind of really want to use it. So I'm going to just use it on the outside of this. Is it even picking it up? It's picking up a little bit, but I don't know. For my lid, I want to use yellow. I'm not cutting it. I'm just going to put it on my lid. And reluctantly, I'm going to go in with that tan olive, the tan latte that Elf sent me through Influenster to maybe try to get a little bit more pigmentation on this yellow eyeshadow. And I am going to pat that on in hopes that it comes out vibrant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yellow on the other eyelid, and then I'm going to go in with a different palette with the more shimmery color. Because I feel like I'm being played right now. I feel like I'm being played. I'm being disrespected. This palette is drying me. And everybody's gonna be like, well, you should have used... I don't think I need to use a white base. I feel like if you have a good eyeshadow, it should stick to any skin tone and show up. So, my next one is a lack of eye contact. If you are now meeting somebody and they cannot make eye contact with you, what? Like, to me, that just means, like, either they're not interested in anything more than just the physical, or they realize that they're really no longer interested in you after you open your mouth. I mean, that's cool. Some people might not like your personality, so they may have thought you were cute, and then you start talking to them and they have no interest anymore. So to me, lack of eye contact means lack of interest. People like, oh, some people are shy. No, I'm very shy. And when I am talking, like, if someone approaches me and I find them attractive and I'm feeling them, I'm going to make eye contact, just because I know, like, if I don't make eye contact, it can come off like as if I'm not listening, or I'm just not interested, or I really don't care what you're saying. I'm only caring about what you look like. That's just my opinion. If you guys agree, please leave a comment down below so we can see, like, is eye contact a big deal for everybody, or is that just me? So I have brought out my other palette, and this one is by Tarte, and it has this really, really pretty gold color that's called Outside the Lines. And I think I'm going to put that on my eyelid on top of the yellow to just, you know, just bring some more to this look. Because I feel like it looks very dull, obviously, to me. But I'm just going to use my finger because I feel like that works the best. And I'm just going to dab this on my eyelid. It's very similar to the color that's already on my lid. So it's just going to give it, like, a lot of shimmer. Ooh. I'm liking it so much better already. And if you don't have this palette, these eyeshadows in this palette, they smell so good. To me, this is looking better. Let me try using the brush so I can get a little bit more precise. And we're just going to pat. Yeah, just kind of like shaping it out. And then we're going to blend between the two colors just so that it is nice and blended. Let's do one more of my stuff, and then I'm going to go off. I'm going to do my eyeliner because I got to lean really close into the mirror, and, like, if I lean, you guys can't see me. This is a good one. I actually realized that this is the thing for me when I was watching someone else's video, and that is if he just goes straight into what's your number. I don't know. It just feels like you didn't even want to work. Like, you just went straight for the number. It's not like, hey, my name is such and such. Can I get your number? It's just like, no. What's your name? How are you doing tonight? How are you doing today? How was your day going? You know, just a little conversation. It could be like little itty bitty conversation. It could be, it depends on the setting. So like, say you're in a grocery store, the conversation could be like, just a little casual. What is casual? Just a little casual, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's your name? My name is such and such. Are you from around here? Just the basics. And then it depends. If you're in a setting where it's more social and you guys can have a longer conversation, say you're at a lounge or a bar or something like that, then there should be a conversation for at least, give me a good 5 minutes before you just go into my number. It's like, hey, what's your name? Inserts name. Oh, I'm just and such. Cool. Can I get your number? Bro, what? I don't know nothing about you. Why am I gonna give you my number? Like, Okay, so put on my eyeliner. Not the best wing I've done ever because I don't know. I can't do a wing anymore. Whatever. But lashes will like hide them. So cool. I'm going to go into my face now. So first we're going to prime. And the primer I'm using is a Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. Always use this primer. I love this primer. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it everywhere. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. And the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. And this is in 420. So the next one is... if you're asking him, again, he's passing everything so far. So now you're asking him, are you seeing anybody or are you single? Now, I think this question is very important in the beginning stages, because you don't want to just assume because someone is approaching you, because someone is showing interest in you in a romantic way, that they're single. Because we all know there's some unloyal people out here that's very unloyal to their partner. So you don't want to assume that. If he gives you any answer other than no or yes, it's complicated, is a run. Like, don't even entertain, just walk away now. Just say, oh, that's nice, bye. It's complicated, can mean so many things. If he beat around the bush instead of saying yes or no, because for you, if someone asks you if you're single, you're going to say, yes, I'm single. No, I'm not single. It's not going to be a if, ands, or buts. If you're talking to someone, are you guys exclusively dating? No, then you're single. So it's complicated is too much. Because if you say it's complicated, that lets me know that you're emotionally unavailable. That means that you are maybe haven't taken that next step with someone else, but your emotions have already taken the next step, whether you have said that with your words or not. And I personally don't want to get mixed up in you trying to figure out if you have feelings for this person or not, or if you want to take it to the next level or not with this person. I don't want any parts, do you, boo? I'm out. So for me, if you don't say yes or no, and if you say yes, I know you're in a relationship, so nice meeting you, but I gotta go. If you say no, I know that if I'm interested, I can continue this conversation with you. But anything in between that, I don't want the drama. I don't want nobody coming to me as a woman. Like, I don't want none of it. I don't want it. Keep it. There's too many people out here that are actually single for me to be entertaining someone that's not emotionally available. So for me, it's a no. But let me keep it on this foundation. If my foundation looks a little light, it's because I just came back from Jamaica like last week. So, So my foundation is not blending as well as it used to. Now I'm going to go into my concealer. And I'm a little nervous about using the e.l.f. concealer because I think it's a tad too light. So what we're going to do is we're going to dot it. It's a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then under the eye, we're just going to... We're gonna start like to see. For under my eyes, I like that concealer to sit, so I'm gonna start blending out everything else. I mean, what do you guys think? It's not blending out too light, but I mean, I only put like the bare minimum. And I did find that this concealer dried down pretty quick. So I don't have to let it sit as long. Woohoo! And the camera looks even lighter. Oh yes, this is giving me Casper the Friendly Ghost, y'all. This is way too light for me, especially right now. It's like even more way too. It was gonna be way too dark regardless on my regular skin tone, but even with the little tan, this is way too dark. So we're gonna bronze this face up right now. We're contour first, so we're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Espresso. My go-to guy. I'm gonna go a little heavy on him today, just because we need the melanin to come back, because this concealer wiped it out. I do like the concealer, so I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna try it in my real shade, but this shade is not it. So now we're going to go and we're going to set it. We're going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder in Banana, which this is also like a little light for me. So this is just, you know what? We're just going to live our best life. What we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to contour. We'll set my contour that I already have on my face. We're using the Black Radiance contour palette, and this is in Dark Too Deep. Yep. I'm using the Sculpt color. And I'm just going to press it on. And then I flick it up just the same as I did the contour, because that's... I feel a little drag queenish. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I feel a little drag queenish. I feel like in person this is gonna look way worse than on camera. The powder I'm using today is by Black Radiance, and it is their pressed powder, and this is in Cafe, and this is definitely darker than the one I use in the winter. It's like one shade darker, so hopefully we can just, you know, darken this whole thing up. And I put it over everything, so I'm going to go in a second and I'm going to put it over my highlighted areas, but right now I'm just going to put it on the outskirts first. Then I'm going to go in and not put it on my eyeshadow. See, I don't wear eyeshadow often, so normally when I'm doing this, I'm already putting it on my lid too. So we're going to bronze up. Like I said, we're going to be using the Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami. And my setting powder just toned everything down, I think, and brought it back to, you know, realistic skin standards. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami. And we're just going to bronze up the skin even more. Just on the outskirts. Just pretty much the perimeter of my entire face. Just all of it. Just all of it. Where I contour everything. Ooh, I forgot to do my nose. So when I'm bringing, I wouldn't say I'm contouring my nose, but yeah, kind of, sort of. So I use my face powder, and what I do is I go in on the sides of my nose and just take it up to my eyebrow, just to bring that shape back to my nose. Because the light concealer kind of washes it out a little bit. This is just to bring it back. I got the corner and the tip right here, just so that it doesn't look one color. Put on the Mocha Mami. Just give us a little bit of bronze, and I like to go on top of it with Penny For You Thoughts, because Penny For You Thoughts, in my opinion, is very, very close. It's this very close shade to Mocha Mami, but with sparkles in it. So if you've never seen it, This is what it looks like. So it has like shimmers in it. There you go. It has like shimmers in it. I did a whole review on these in my first episode of Makeup and Chat. So this was what I reviewed last time. So if you want to check that out, you can go ahead. So I'm going to put this again everywhere I put the bronzer, pretty much the perimeter of my face, just so the bronzer isn't so flat and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. I'm definitely going to be over bronze, but I'd rather be over bronze than too bright. I think I touched just on this a little bit in the beginning of the video, and that is if he's very aggressive. Like if a guy is just like, let me talk to you, and me grabbing your arm and stuff like that. No. First of all, you're disrespectful. That's the first thing. So that's a no. You don't respect personal bubbles. That's the second no. And you're aggressive, and that can escalate to other things in a relationship. It could be verbal abuse, physical abuse, and I'm not really about that. So if you don't have any respect for my personal space, or like, no. So I'm going to go back in with the Black Radiance contour palette. They have a highlighter in there. We're going to highlight with this. We're going to get a lot on here today because it's summertime. Then we're going to be bright with our highlight. It's overly bright. Just unnecessary. Like I said, I have texture skin, and normally, highlight is not for us, but I don't care. I like highlighting, so bring on the texture. So first I'm going to go in with the red color on my under eye. I'm going to take this flat brush, I'm going to dab into it, and then I'm just going to run it along my lash line and not my waterline. Jesus. And with the same brush, going with the orange, and I'm going to go right below that. Right in my grooves. Right in my crevices. Because I got creases now. Hey guys, so now I'm going to apply my lip gloss, but before we apply the lip gloss, let's do one more red flag for you guys. So, the next one is if he is messy, unkempt, just not put together. So, he doesn't have to have on the newest brand name, everything. No, that's not what I'm saying, but he needs to be put together, which means he needs to smell good. He needs to be put together. Like his outfit has to match. It has to match, but it should match. These are red flags, okay? These are not deal breakers. These are just his outfit definitely needs to match. It needs to be put together. He just needs to look good, smell good, be cleanly looking like he brushed his teeth this morning. He don't got no eye boogers in his eye. His breath don't stink. Because in my opinion, if you don't care about your appearance and how you carry yourself, then there's probably a lot of other things in life that you just don't care about. And I don't want to be on your list of stuff that you kind of care about, but not really. To me, it might be a little bit of a stretch. But to me, it feels like that. Like if you don't like if you don't feel the need to present yourself properly, then you don't really care about it. Then you're probably one of those people that don't really care about much in life, It could be a little bit of a stretch, but that's just my opinion. So, we're going to go with my lip gloss. And my lip gloss today, as always, is by LeMay Cosmetics, which is a makeup brand I have with a partner. And our website is LeMayCosmetics.com. It will be on the screen, and it's always linked below in the description box. If you want to check it out, make sure you do. Great lip glosses, vegan, cruelty-free, and handmade. So, yeah. If you're into that stuff, you can also follow us on Instagram. That's also linked below. It's at LeMay Cosmetics, L-I-M-A-E Cosmetics on Instagram. We also have a Facebook page. Just Google us. You can find us. So this one is called, I looked at the bottom. This is not the one that's for sale. These are like the sample size. I looked at the bottom for the name as if I didn't name it. This one is called Naked. This is... Oh, wait. Is this Naked? No, that's not naked. What is... Y'all, I don't remember the names. Anyway, so I'm going to apply it. It's like a brownish color. This is definitely Chocolate Kisses. I am so sorry. Because I'm like, naked is neutral. It's a peachy nude gloss, so it's just pretty much clear with a hint of like a pinky kind of color. Just, you know, just to accentuate the color of your lips. But this is not naked. This is Chocolate Kisses. We are done with the makeup and we have one more red flag left. And this one was given to me by my best friend Diana. So I asked her like what are some of her red flags. She in a relationship, so but she gave me some from when she was on the scene. Anyway, she said that like if a guy approaches you and uses like slang or just not proper English, which to me this is not a big one, but I can see where she's coming from. I am 26. I'm gonna be 27 in November. Girl. So I can see where she's coming from. She pretty much was like, at our age, like, you should be speaking and carrying yourself a certain way, and she's not attracted to someone that doesn't speak a certain way or carry themselves a certain way. Not to say that they never use slang, but it's just that when you're approaching somebody, if you're really interested in them, you're going to, you know, present your best self. And if your best self is just slang, then maybe it's not going to work. It could be a little bougie. That could be a little bougie. Let me know how you feel about that one. That one, I was just like, I agree, but I can see how someone may disagree. Because it's just like how people are brought up different and stuff like that. But again, these are your red flags. So everyone's not for everyone. So if this is something that you don't like, then you don't like it. So don't let everyone ever feel like your standards are too high or your standards are ridiculous because it's something that they don't have or they don't perceive as important to them. What's important to you is important to you. So stuff like this, if this is a red flag for you, then stick to it. Don't let nobody convince you that, oh, that's bougie, that shouldn't be a red flag. I can see how it's a red flag, and I agree. So yeah, I'm gonna put on some earrings. We're gonna put it all together, and we're gonna close out this episode of Makeup and Chat. So I'm all done, guys. As you can see, just put on a little shirt to match with the eyeshadow look, which I'm actually really feeling. You know, I wasn't feeling it at first, but it's starting to grow on me. I think the lashes really and the eyeliner really like brought it together like I thought it would. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you leave your red flags below. I want to hear some of the things that you say, no, it's not for me when a guy approaches you, because I'm really interested to see. This video was inspired by just, you know, going out and like meeting people and just saying, maybe I should have entertained them. So if you want to hear about my recent story about this guy I met, make sure you get this video to 20 likes and I'll tell you guys about how he's on my blacklist now. So yeah, so I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. I really, really hope to see you in my next one. Be sure to check out the iCards above to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.